tonight. I mean, obviously a disappointing result. Give a lot of credit to NC State. Man, it's a bad half of football. I thought we did a good job in the first half, keeping them off balance. We just weren't able to establish anything offensively in the second half. And you give up 200 yards rushing, you're going to have some problems. But I'm really proud of our team. I don't want that to be lost in tonight. I'm really proud of our team. We're a better football team today than we were at this time in game one. There's no doubt about it. And we're going to be able to compete with everybody in this league. I'm proud of this team. There's going to be a lot of learns from this tape. Okay, but we have to be mature enough to come back on Sunday after a couple days off and watch ourselves doing bad things that end up costing you the game. Okay, and that's the same thing as coaches. Okay, adjustments and just a bunch of things that we can do better as a program, starting with me. I'm not too energized by losses too much. I'm not a moral victory guy, but we are a better football team today than we were 3 weeks ago, and that's a big deal. We're going to continue to fight. The locker room's disappointed. Congratulations to their team, and we'll keep moving forward. So I'll open up with any questions.
Jake, how do you explain that second half of absolutely no offense?
I mean, without watching the tape, I don't think we're obviously not able to reestablish the line of scrimmage. Couldn't get any sort of run game going, so it makes you one-dimensional. And then anytime they had an opportunity to come attack us, I thought they did a good job in their rush packages and getting one-on-ones with certain people and not having the ability to get open and make plays. Like, we had to go make plays. So just the tale of two halves, and obviously very disappointing. We knew coming into the game they were a big third-quarter team. Their third-quarter split was phenomenal. That's how they made the big comeback against Virginia. But at the end of the day, it was still a tie game going in the fourth quarter. When we got to be able to respond to that, right? The resilience of our team, that needs to go up.
You talk about being able to respond, watching yourself do bad things on tape. The body language from Robbie was kind of really apparent as the drives kept going and going. I know it's something you talked about before camp. Being able to accept that, how do you deal with that moving forward? He's supposed to be
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be mature enough to say, that body language everyone sees. It's like a billboard, and he's got to be able to take the punches, the good and the bad. He's got to keep rolling. He's got to know we need him to stay in the game. I mean, obviously, first half, made a lot of great plays, a lot of great throws. I mean, we had him on their toes and heels. So something we'll definitely work with him on, and he's got to be mature enough as a competitor to go out there and represent us the right way.
Did you see them do anything to take away from on Chris? Looked like the explosiveness of the offense disappeared when they stopped getting the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to look back and see a bunch of things that we just missed. And, whether that's pressing on doing some things, whether it's staying in the hole, whether it's executing perimeter blocks. I mean, just the tale of two halves, and you got to play a complete game to win ACC league games. Like, it's just what it's got to be. So without seeing the tape, I can't really comment on it, but just not good enough in any level on offense there in the second half.
Coach, you already alluded to it, looking at the tape, but it seems like after the fast start, it seemed like things kind of pivoted on that fourth down conversion, and then, their ability to run the ball. What are some things that you're going to look at going into next week? I mean, not next week, but, going in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, I mean, stopping the run is going to be a premium. And if you can't stop the run, offense is going to be able to dictate anything to you. I didn't think we had the ability to get off the field in third down. We had them in some third and longs. And we just were never really to affect the passer. Credit to their O-line. I thought we had some good matchups going into the game. I felt like we could get some pressure in certain situations, certain passing situations, and we were just never able to do it as the course of the game went on. And you just felt that, we're never able to just win the game defensively and go slug for slug with them without moving the ball. So they were on the field a lot in that second half. And those guys got high pride level. They'll come back ready to work.
Take 16 days between next game. I mean, is that good, bad, or you just got to?
We got to sit in this for 16 days. That's what I told them in there. Like, remember this feeling. When I asked you to come back on the Tuesday of the bye week and we need to practice and we need to go, remember today. Remember the locker room. Remember the feeling. Remember them saying Wolfpack in our stadium. Remember that. I think that's a big deal. If you're an ultimate competitor, man, it's a rivalry game. So hopefully you're energized to come to work and get better. And we need to be a better football team just like we are today versus game one when we take that field against Georgia Tech.
Two more guys.
Jake, those 16 days, what's the plan over that? Is it trying out new combinations, different packages? Is it trying out different things?
Yeah, I mean, as I sit here today, I mean, I've always said this, like, you never leave the little things. That's what Built in the Dark is about. You know, we need to be fundamentally better. And we'll look at everything. We'll self-scout it all, see where we're at after 3 games. And, you know, who do we need to get the ball more to? Who needs to play more? Who needs to play less? Like, it's going to be a constant flux as we go throughout the season, as we continue to learn about our guys. Biggest thing I want to see is our culture respond to this. Stay together, stay the course. Who's going to be the me guy? You know, all those things hide when you're winning, right? Your real culture is who you are right now and how you respond to this. So it'll be a big test for our program.
Last one, guys.
Atmosphere of the Big Four. I mean, this was a rivalry game, like you said. What did you think of that?
I think it was good. I think it was good. I'm, you know, excited to continue this rivalry. I mean, the more you play them, the more you feel them, the more you understand them. You know, I think our guys got a little emotional at the end. Like, we got to control that emotion. And but that's what this game brings. That's what rivalry games bring. Really thankful for the crowd. Thankful for everybody that was there. Thursday night, quick turnaround. We just weren't able to do it in the second half, and we got to be a better football team there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.